guys, welcome back to White Days. We are doing pretty much kind of like a speed run, but not. It's kind of a slow run. We want to be honest. Is full disclosure, we are going to look up all the ghost stories and stuff and things that we missed, that kind of being like achievement hunters here, just a little bit. Also, I'm here with my bestie.
Hi.
That's when you say your name. Come on. Get in the
Still just Koneko over here.
Koneko.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna be running through this a little bit. This is kind of just a bonus White Days. We're on hard difficulty, so there's going to be a lot of cutting out and a lot of deaths and a lot of kissing more faces with teeth. Because I'm at 21. I almost got that fully achieved. Thank you.
That is definitely your fetish, not mine.
And there's all these boxes, which we're also going to try to find the keys and stuff for, like, these little note boxes and stuff.
Oh, that's so...
At least try to.
Yeah, we're going to.
At least try to, because there's a lot of things that are just locked off. That there's a story in one, there's a key in one, there's also the Morse code thing in the other.
Yeah.
And so the janitor will be meaner too, by the way, so.
We're playing on hard mode.
Yep. And then if we can't get all the ghosts on hard, then we'll have to go to hell, which,
I honestly feel like I'm here already, so.
Yeah. We already achieved that goal, but... I legitly have no choice but to help her.
Welcome.
Okay.
First time in the girls' bath.
Yeah.
I need a pen.
What are you talking about?
Pervert. Now who that fucker is, I don't know.
He's dead, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's the new janitor. That's not the old one, that's the new one.
No wonder when you mentioned that the janitor is kind of weird, like, violent, they go, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That dude is violent.
Very.
Yes.
Spot.
I'll look it up for you.
Hey, it's her!
Check done.
You found all 10?
No, but I found her.
All of a sudden,
I found 3 of them.
you scared the heck out of me.
She's adorable.
Yeah, that's what the pigtails are for.
She's adorable.
Yes.
How come you're still standing there?
No, I'm just wondering what you're drawing.
You have to be mean to her the first time, and then nice to her the second time. Wait, no, that's a different thing. Do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna be nice to her.
Go ahead.
Because that sounds more reasonable.
What is it? What do you need?
Why are you so
Don't
curious?
just stand there. Why don't you answer me?
No, she's so sassy. You're blocking my way. I have something in the classroom, however.
Wait, you're telling me that I'm in your way? Wait, I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Why must you do this to me?
Where the secure point is.
I just transferred here.
No! Same class as
Yeah,
so
because
young?
it's right now.
He nods his head.
After another, they just keep coming. I gotta beat him off with a stick.
So uncomfortable.
You know, she kind of reminds me if Rachel grew up. Not if,
Oh
but
my God.
like kind of.
I'm so mad at you now.
I'm sorry.
If your
Not-
child ever, survives,
She'll survive. She'll get the
she'll be
hang
a
of
drama
life.
queen.
Yeah, drama queen like that, and like do fox paws and everything.
Cat
Cat paws, either one.
The note? No, I don't know. Anyway, we should turn around and go back since it's locked here.
What did you do? Do it again.
I did this.
You enjoy seeing my legs?
I gotta do that to all the women now to see how they react.
Can I look at your underwear?
Actually, there is a creep achievement that you can peer under one of the girls' dresses.
Skirt.
Skirt.
You enjoy seeing my
You know what editing does to you?
Drains your soul to a redhead that you work for.
Agreed.
How dare you?
He'll never know.
He knows.
If he comes back here, I'm gonna be so mad at him. But look, he hits harder too. One hit got 2 damage on me.
Wouldn't exactly be hard if you didn't pack a punch. And that's an old limping man. How hard do you think new guy hits?
4 damage.
What the?
He just kills you straight away.
Yeah. 1 hit KO, dude.
You're the type of person that would push in baby skulls.
What? Oh, I'm getting music.
You can do
There we
Fucker.
go.
Yeah, she was climbing up.
Ooh, that's even more terrifying.
Oh
Well-
gosh, I just heard her like slipping and sliding and then she got up to the top. Who was that?
Girl outside the window.
Oh, so she was right there.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. They're so young, sister. I called it from the start. Okay, I've seen your pretty act before. Calm down.
I thought you wanted a fucking playthrough where we meet all the ghosts.
Oh yeah, that's true.
God damn it.
Well, we've seen hers before, so I'm not...
Yeah, because it's part of the storyline.
Yeah, there's a... Yeah.
That's, by the way, that flower right there, that's... All of the endings are associated with something else.
Uh-huh.
God, that scared me.
Good.
It's not even fair.
God, that one girl
Turn
looked
around again.
terrifying, though.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's not... She only pops up twice here.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
She's here too.
a lot of people are here.
Yeah. Tree monster!
She makes good squeaky noises. I
Yeah.
like it.
Mm.
I'm leaving that in, by the way. Don't forget the key this time.
Yeah, I know.
You want to be really helpful if you take the key.
Yeah, I know, right?
She dropped something. I better run away from it.
Yeah, I thought I picked it up like a dork, but they didn't. What one?
Don't look in there for the ghost.
Why? The locker ghost is great. And I found a document.
Ah, there's a voice that beckons me. That's the sister.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Very fragile. B was also thankful to A for that.
Yes.
Without A, B knew it would be impossible to have a normal school life. To B, A was the most important person in the world. Guess we don't
It
want...
was a fire.
Yep.
The old school building.
When the
Unfortunately,
accidents-
B was inside.
Okay, so that's the one chick. Okay.
Yeah, but this is about how Sung Ah went and killed the sister.
After that, A did not step outside her room. A and was full of thoughts about B. Even while asleep, B would appear in her dreams. A sending A for not being there to save B. Being awake was no different. The voice of B always followed A. A knew it must have been hallucination created by her sadness and guilt, but A lost weight day by day, suffering guilt, blah 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 blah. How did A chose suicide? A true thought that going where B was now the only escape from the haunting voice of B. A chose to hang herself. Pain was so great that A couldn't breathe until slowly faded away as Hazel blue light. Hazel blue light.
Hazy blue light.
Hazy blue light. Okay. Face came closer and whispered, "Thanks. I need you to die so I can live again."
What a bitch.
Wow. Struggled to breathe to save herself. But from her fate, the voice just whispered. Was the voice of B, the same voice that has followed A ever since B died. A wasn't hearing things, the voice was real. Okay. So she needed her to die.
Well, remember that So Young said that she could hear her sister talking to someone, and she thought that it was over the phone.
But it wasn't. I exited out of this classroom.
Why are you still here? Anyway, what was that noise I heard?
Haunted giant tree. I'm just gonna say that.
So Young's gone? I don't understand what you're saying. Why are there so many guys in this school who are completely obsessed with So Young?
Still mad because her sister was also popular.
Yeah.
She's not even that pretty.
Hey, come on, be honest. Are you here this late because you're into So Young as well? Is it? Because tomorrow is White Day.
Hell yeah. It's none of your
Either
business.
one, really.
Have it your way then. Look, wake up, stupid. You think you're the only one So Young be
Excuse
with
me.
that face of hers? You don't know this, but she's a manipulative witch.
Uh-huh.
I think you're being rather rude.
Yep.
Are you taking her side? And
You've
that's
already
not
played
all.
through.
There are a ton of totally strange rumors about her.
Thanks.
Rumor has it, So Young.
What?
So many rumors about her. Thanks, as in she started them.
Yeah.
She's running away from. So you have to go to where the sound is coming from.
Yep. That's why. Oh, okay. So her sister was like, "Stop talking shit about my sis," because she knows.
Now she's a hell of a lot less scary.
Yeah. Because like I know.
More like a guardian angel than a
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yep.
What happened earlier?
I don't know. You got kidnapped by a tree. Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Yep, that one. Don't do the other one.
Yeah, I'm fine. I can't remember anything. I woke up on the floor of a completely different room. I have a feeling
Night is
that
different.
tonight is very different. Maybe the day is here. You know something too, don't you?
Do I?
I wish there was okay, whoa. To be honest, I wish there was a dialogue option where if you play through it once before, it changes it up.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like a, maybe I do, but so do you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing.
yeah. Sorry. It would be too cool, I guess.
Yeah. Too cool for school.
Yeah. You did the wooden talisman thing and it went well.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah.
Because she feels like that's releasing her sister.
Maybe.
Well, you also want her to like you more, so if you volunteer information,
Yeah.
Alright.
she'll trust you.
Yeah, but as we know in the end, she also thinks that, you know, these talismans are releasing her sister, not the evil power that was in place.
Well, she didn't get the music teacher's note.
Nope, but we did.
That the talismans were set up to seal the evil.
Yeah, and I also got the math book that was in here. The bloody math book.
Oh, yeah, you need that for something. I don't remember what.
For the broken neck chick.
Oh, yeah. It didn't say anything about that, but I don't think I scrolled down far enough. Maybe you can go back. Run.
I like recording and talking to somebody. I feel more comfortable talking. Like I'm not just talking to the video game.
Yeah. And seeing since I'm the editor, there's no harm in me being here.
Yeah.
Unless everyone hates my voice, which I've been told my voice is soothing, so I don't see why anyone would hate it too much.
I don't think anyone should hate your voice. You have a nice voice. We have nice
I fucking hate
voices,
it.
it's just deep.
I hate it. I hate it.
I'm gonna beat you like a redhead stepchild you don't want to be.
Coming from you, it's just the cherry on top, really.
You'll never know.
He'll never know. He ought to.
Oh, he turns on the light. That's the first time he's actually turned on the light for the bathroom. Is he gonna open every door? You... what?
Oh my.
That is cheap. That was cheating. Provoke the ghost. Oh, there she is.
Yep.
Oh my god. She's fucking creepy as all hell. And the janitor's coming to beat my butt.
You're doing really well. So, I'm not sure which one you needed to be in. But you need to be
She
there
is terrified.
Yeah?
That was scary. She was like, oh.
Okay. All?
Was I supposed to get out?
No.
Oh my god, she's going down the stalls, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Should I be crouched down like this? Is she gonna hit
Yes.
me? Okay.
Maybe.
God. Nice. That was good. That was a good one.
That
Oh,
was a
she
good
was
one.
above us.
She actually does handstands. So she was at that thump 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 was her doing walking on her hands.
Up above or something?
No, she let's see.
Like, where was she to walk?
Okay, she moves by jumping the floors in a handstand pose. So she, instead of walking on her hands, she jumps. She hops
On her hands. Okay.
Yes.
So she was just hopping from here to here so you can
Yes.
see her hands until she dropped
Yes.
down. Okay.
Until she broke her neck, apparently.
Until she broke her neck. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just double
Okay.
checking because there's some drawers that I've been in that just have ah!
I'm pretty sure that might be the glasses chick. Nope. Oh, that's the girl laying down.
Yeah.
That's the, you need to see her 2 more times.
Is she 2 more times somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
She is
Yeah, she looks like
yeah, she looks like the glasses chick as well.
Ah!
Yeah, she's not going to move. You go into the next room where she's at, and it'll change. Her position will change.
Okay. I'll close the door so she can change position.
Pick up the document.
Yeah, I did.
There's a mannequin.
Hi, mannequin. Okay, so I have to just leave her alone then?
I don't know if she only shows up after you. It doesn't say she only shows. You only get credit for her if you see her all 3 times or not.
Okay, well, I need specifics because... So should I go touch her?
If you want to collect her, you should be able to meet her as soon as possible. When you start the game, you should meet her within 2 hours. Otherwise, during play in the new building, she doesn't appear in the classrooms. if you need to get to the collection, if you need to meet her orders to be specified. So you do need to meet her all 3 times if you want to collect her.
Okay, so don't touch her.
Don't touch her.
Gonna make it a high one.
The main building, area 2.
Got her.
If you open the door for exiting outside, she will suddenly run towards you and you will get damage.
Yep. There she is. Owie. Rude. There you go. Ooh, 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 heart beating. Not doing anything. Oh god. Okay, I'll turn on this guy. Oh god, he's creepier now. Oh god! He's
So you
moving.
need to evade him.
How do you... Oh god.
Run
Okay.
around the room to evade his attack until the lamp is put out.
Okay, lamp, hurry up. He's not too bad. Oh, 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 which way? Which way? Oh, 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 oh.
You're the fucking worst.
Oh! I know how to play this ring around the Rosie. Let's go.
I'm not sure if you have to go and turn it off or not, though.
Well, let's test it. Oh. No. Great, now I'm exposed.
You have more than one table. Don't get close.
Owie! You hurt me. And it's out. You hit me once and it's out. We'll have to see if we got him collected or not.
Well, it says in the remake that you only have to survive once.
Okay. Okay, so she should be thirsty, right?
Is that for me?
There you go. You didn't even open it, child.
I ate
Did
it.
you want some of it?
Okay. There we go. Get back, dairy.
Yep.
You're welcome. I'm Hannah Lee. Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Skippies.
I think
Skippy.
Starting to like you. What do I do about myself? Right, leave your ass. Oh god, she's still following you.
Yeah, she is. Move!
Oh yeah, you have to go down to the history room.
Yeah. Not moving.
You have to go up the stairs.
Yeah, but she's not moving. Up the stairs. Fucking holy.
Oh,
In here.
looks like you have to just quit the game.
No!
Try jumping.
There's no jump in this.
Is something over there?
Well, she's not mad when you try to upskirt her.
Ah! Got out.
You just pull out your lighter.
Oh, got her.
Yep.
Oh, oh, oh.
When you look, she attacks.
Sweetie, where are you? Come to Grandma's. Sweetie, where are you? Come to Grandma's. Sweetie, where are you?
Come to Grams.
Cat Mom does not like this.
Where are you? Come to Grandma's.
Fuck her. Okay. Okay, creepy lady.
In the Korean version says you can never get out. I call dibs on you.
Okay.
Do it again.
God, she is thin. She hurts me. Rude.
Sorry. But you got her.
Yeah, I did. Okay, let's activate her then. Oh, there she is. Oh, she is cute.
For a while.
For a while, yeah, probably. Oh, there she goes. She's snapping. Oh, hello. Nice! Not creepy at all. 4, 5. Oh,
There I have it. You
there we
have
go.
someone's. This is the one I was wondering about. Best friends through childhood. They had no secrets between them. They spent so much time together that they could almost read each other's mind. When they entered high school, developed a crush on a guy who was older than her, would always prattle on and on about him to her. Strangely, her reaction to her closest friend's biggest interest in life was rather icy. She could only wish her a curt good luck, and be silent until a new subject arose. One day, she heard from another friend that the guy she liked had feelings for that the guy she liked had feelings for her friend instead. Turns out that her and the boy went to the same church and wondered why I never mentioned that. It was weird. From that point on, she was suspicious of every single thing her friend said or did. Soon they grew so far apart that they couldn't even say hello to each other. Some time afterwards, she found that her friend, boy sitting on the bench innocent and talking. Envy filled her eyes that evening. She called her friend up on the school rooftop and began to argue, but her friend kept denying her accusations. The argument got louder and more heated, and out of anger she pushed her friend off the roof. Her friend fell down head first and died instantly without a sound. She gave a false statement to the police, and her death was reported as a suicide. After some time passed, she was able to go out with her crush. One day she made plans with her boyfriend to go on a date at school. They thought it would be a great idea to meet up in the middle of the night, that way they could stay out of the heat, and it seemed adventurous. She arrived at the school first and was waiting in the empty classroom. When her boyfriend didn't show up after the promised time, she began to get scared. Suddenly, thunk, thunk, thunk. She heard something echo from the hallway. She could hear a door opening. Not here. It wasn't her boyfriend's voice. It was a raspy voice of a woman that sent shivers down her spine. Thunk, thunk, thunk. The noise was getting louder and closer until it was shaking the ground with every thunk. She heard another door open. Not here either. Thunk, 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 thunk. The thunking was getting closer to her now. Terrified, she drove under the teacher's desk to hide. She was quaking in fear. The door to the classroom flew open. She peeked at the door through the crack under the desk. There was nothing to be seen. Just when she thought something must be wrong, an object fell from the desk, and her eyes filled up to see what knocked it down. There you are! She screamed as loud as her voice echoed throughout the whole school.
Nice.
Told you.
Let's get this done because we're not coming back to this room. 50, 30, double it, dibbly.
You have to weigh it correctly.
Oh, how we weigh
You
it?
have to have all the weight to weigh it. Okay. Weigh it correctly.
Oh.
Okay, so the 50. Okay.
Sorry, what? I'm just resetting it.
Put the 50 down
50.
and put the 30 on. Yeah, put the 5. Come on.
Ah! Yeah. Yes, we needed all of them there. Get in the corner. Sorry.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So he had always been terrified of bugs ever since she was young. She especially found spiders the most repulsive of all. Her school, Y High School, was an old building that was built on the base of a mountain. So naturally, there was lots of bugs and spiders. She was always very stressed because of this. That's why she's so happy to begin her senior year. Unlike the first 2 years of high school, her classrooms this year were located in the new, oh my god,
Sorry.
new building. Since it's new, she expected there'd be no bugs, and that's why she was able to attend her classes carefree. On the first day, there was a strange girl in her class. This girl gave her the creeps because of her long hair covering most of her face. So he, okay, so he could not recall ever seeing her at the school before. The weird girl's face was so unfamiliar it made her doubt if she was really a student at her school. She always sat in the corner, away from the others, and hardly ever moved. She wouldn't even get up during breaks or lunchtime. For some reason, so he couldn't help but be bothered by her. One hot summer day, unable to concentrate on class, so he snuck a glance at the weird girl, and what she saw completely shocked her. The girl was chewing on a moth. Startled, so he turned to look at the bug-eating girl again, but this time she saw nothing out of the ordinary. So he thought she must have been seeing things because of the blazing hot day. Then the girl sent Sohee a knowing smirk. It creeped her out so much that she became terrified of her. After that, the creepy girl stopped coming to school. So he was bothered by her sudden disappearance at first, but as time passed in peace, she forgot all about her. One day, while on her way home, so he realized she'd left something at school, so she went back to get it. Just moments before the school was filled with the sound of students leaving, the now was quiet as the grave. Well, great job. So he entered the classroom and turned on the light. There was nothing but empty desks and chairs inside, just as it should be. So he went to her desk to retrieve what she forgot, when she spotted something black swaying in the back of the classroom out of the corner of her eye. So he squinted her eyes, taking a close look at what was hanging. When she realized what she was looking at, she froze in terror. As she slowly raised her eyes, she could follow the long curtain of black hair to the body of the creepy girl, who had disappeared. The girl was clinging to the ceiling, her limbs twisted at inhuman angles. She looked like a spider perched in its web, preparing to pounce on its prey. Spotting Sohee, the spider girl scurried quickly across the ceiling towards the petrified Sohee. The girl's long hair shot out like a spider web, wrapping around Sohee and pulled her up. Lights flickered twice and the classroom went dark. One long, terrified scream echoed through the halls before it was abruptly cut off. No one ever saw Sohee again after that day. The spider that used to hang in the corner of the classroom was missing too.
Perfect.
Well done.
Okay.
Thanks. Hate it. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're about to leave that behind.
Oh, cool.
There are many strange rumors surrounding the biology lab. Most of them feature a walking mannequin. Mannequin.
Mannequin. It's like bikini, but not.
Mannequin.
Mannequin.
Oh god, no. Or a scraping noise across the floor. Also, most of these rumors were based off of the history of the school building. The history of the school building goes all the way back to the occupation era. The building was used as a concentration camp for political prisoners. Some parts of the concentration camp were used by the occupying military to conduct horrendous experiments on human subjects. Every single experiment that was conducted there was inhumane. I said was an evil.
Yeah.
The screams of the subjects filled the air around the clocks. Students believe that the location of the biology lab used to be one of those human experimentation labs. So every time there was an accident in the biology lab, the students always brought up the idea that it was something to do with the curse of the human experiment victims who were killed there, or that the head researcher remained in the form of a ghost. Some even went on to say that the anatomy mannequin in the corner of the room was actually a corpse of one of the experiments subjects.
Would make
However, the
sense.
most famous rumor of them, huh?
I said that would make sense.
Yeah. However, the most famous rumor of them all was the imprisonment incident. Dee didn't get very good grades, but he was especially interested in science, and he worked hard on his studies. The science teacher took pity on him and recommended Dee to be in the school's representative for a science contest. Dee saw it as a great opportunity for him and studied even harder. With the teacher's permission, he stayed behind every day after school ended to study more and prepare himself for the contest. The idea which he spent the greatest amount of effort on was the human anatomy composition. He studied the anime anime
Anime? Yes, he studied
the
anime.
anatomy well, I'm sorry, but look at mannequin.
Minky.
The anatomy mannequin on a daily basis. A few days before the science contest, Dee, who was studying alone in the biology lab, was so exhausted that he fell asleep. When he woke up, it was dark and the lights had been turned off. He tried to turn the light back on, but it didn't work. Even the door seemed to be locked from the outside. He had no choice but to stay in the dark biology lab and spent the night there. He usually never bothered to think about the rumors, but his current situation triggered his memory to replay all of the scary stories he had heard. The more he tried not to think about them, the stronger they came into his mind. He was becoming more afraid of with each passing second. He was especially afraid of the anatomy mannequin in the dark. His heartbeat raced and it was becoming hard for him to breathe. He was so scared that he decided to light an alcohol lamp.
Oh, that's how he started this. He started this. It's his fault.
It's all his fault. Just as the flame brought its flickering light to the room, the anatomy mannequin suddenly came alive and slowly started to move towards Dee. Oh, son of a. The next morning, Dee was found dead in the biology lab. The cause of death was reported as a heart attack.
Oh gosh.
But he's too young to have a fucking heart attack. He's a student. What was failed to be explained was that his nails were ripped from their beds, and the biology lab's door there was scratch marks and trails of blood. The word scrawled in blood that read anatomy mannequin.
Perfect.
I'm just saying he's too young to die of a heart attack.
Fuck yes.
You did it.
Hmm.
You found the blue key too.
Yeah. It's becoming morning. Everything's broken now. Yay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
there it is. Said it was in a... Okay. Nobody recognizes me. How much I care and love my students. I only meant for the kids to grow up good and polite. But they only complain about how harsh I am without thinking about how I feel. But I can endure this. Someday the students will see me differently, yes. That has to happen. There was a junior kid who died while sneaking out of the dorm during my watch. I am so terrified that the kid will take such extraordinary route. It's not like I'm raising them. Lately I've been doubting myself, slowly convinced that maybe I am in the wrong. Where did I begin to go wrong? I just heard the rumors today. It's about the kid who recently died. The rumor said maybe I killed the kid myself. I was so bewildered and angry that I could not see anything. Something snapped inside me. My true intention will never make its way to them. I'm so sick of everything. The quieter I get, the louder they buzz like a swarm of disgusting flies. They keep buzzing in my ear. No one is going to save me but myself. I gain nothing from holding back. I cannot hold it anymore. Today, I'll make an example out of someone. They will never be noisy again. This is war. A war that will not end until one of us is gone.
Oh, okay. Well, then she just murdered a child.
Great.
Ah, found it.
That's for the attendance ghost, the big fat one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yon's son, a junior in high school, was happy to attend school lately because of the new Korean language teacher. Tall and handsome, the new teacher also had a great personality. He never yelled or got mad at his students during his lessons, and he always stayed calm. Yon's son felt her heart race when the teacher complimented her on her writing. The teacher even noticed when she recently changed her glasses and told her that the new glasses suited her well. Just thinking about him made Yon's-sun jittery with happiness. Yon's-sun was really an average student. In fact, it would be more accurate to say that she was below average. She wasn't pretty or cute, nor was she good at academics or sports. She also gained weight in the last few years. Even her mother would nag her about losing some weight. She wasn't popular among her friends, and she was not particularly adored by the teachers either. She was just a quiet student, always there in her same spot. That was how people around her would define her. Nyeon-sun, too, knew that she was no one special and tried to keep her crush to herself. But as time passed, she could not hold her growing
Feelings.
feelings inside. Yeah, growling feelings. Her growing feelings inside. She didn't even expect to date her crush or anything. She just wanted to let him know how she felt about him. Yeon-sun worked up her courage and wrote an earnest letter. Next day, right after the Korean language class started, she secretly placed her right before the Korean language class started, she secretly placed her love letter inside the attendance sheet. She could not dare to give her letter to him in person. As the time reached closer to the class to begin, her heartbeat went faster and faster. Finally, the bell rang and the class began, but the teacher who came through the door was not the Korean language teacher. It was the gym teacher, who she disliked the most.
Oh no.
He said that because the Korean language teacher was running late, he would be supervising the class. Yeon-sun felt a cold sweat. Many things raced through her mind. Would he call out attendance? Would he find my letter? If he did, would he pretend he didn't see it? But the reality she faced was harsh. The gym teacher opened up the attendance sheet, found Yeon-sun's letter, and read it out loud to the whole class.
Oh wow.
The class seemed filled with snickering and jeering of the kids. The gym teacher then openly mocked her. Even the fat, ugly kid yearns love, just like everyone else. Disgusted looks and sneering from the class made her scared. Every single one of them was her enemy. She felt as if she had fallen into hell surrounded by demons. Right at that moment, the Korean teacher entered the classroom. Kim Yeon-sun, he seemed like her savior. He was confused by the strange vibe in the classroom. The gym teacher, getting such a kick out of the situation, handed Yeon-sun's letter to him. Yeon-sun looked at him and hoped that he would calm the situation down by making things right. The Korean language teacher finished reading her letter and turned to see Yeon-sun. His face twisted in a mixture of disgust, annoyance, and anger. It was as if he was looking at a repulsive insect. Her embarrassment and sense of betrayal was too great. She killed herself that night in the school. But no one spoke on why she really killed herself.
That's sad.
Yeah,
Still here.
she's still there. Well, I guess you can touch her if you really want, but I don't know, man. It might just kill you. I cheated and already read her story, so it's whatever.
Wait, what?
I cheated and read her story.
Oh yeah, what's her story?
Basically, she was going out with this dude, and then she broke up with him, but he got mad. Was basically trying to threaten her to go out with him again. And so she just mocked him really badly, and then he fucking stabbed her. And then he just went crazy and wouldn't let anyone like save her while she was still alive. So she just pretended to be dead as a ghost to try to basically preserve her life, whatever that is, you know.
Well, she's still here, so maybe we could do the classroom thing, but maybe I have to touch her to activate it or something. Here we
I don't
go.
know. If it kills you, I'm sorry.
Oh, she disappeared. Okay, we're gonna trigger that. See if we can see what we can see.
So it's circling what you need to do.
Yeah. Yay. Cool.
Oh my god.
Missing kids, you don't have to read it right now. You can read it later if you want.
Fine with reading it now.
Okay.
Jung-jae was heading home really late after a school club activity. He belonged to the Mystery Research Club. They collected and studied all kinds of rumors, myths, and urban legends, kind of like our occult club, but you know, whatever. The collection was not only from their own school, but from every city around. Lately, he was working on sorting through content for their sporadically published club magazine. That's how you spell sporadically. At a busy time like this, the club's president was nowhere to be seen. Due to his absence, Jung Jae was, as vice president, had to do everything himself. That was the reason why he was heading home so late. Still preoccupied with his work, he was thinking about the magazine even while he was crossing the bridge, just when someone spoke to him. "Hello, dearie. I'd like to ask you something." It was a kind and warm-looking grandma who approached. Her... Oh my god, no. Her chignon hairstyle and her bent back reminded Jung-jae of his own grandma out of the countryside. Right before he was going to answer her, he suddenly paused and wondered, why was this old lady at school this late hour? In that moment, he recalled a ghost story that he investigated a while back. Y High School, every single time. The building of Y High School was erected on an occupation era, or in the occupation era. And it was used as a refugee camp during the Korean War. In the refugee camp, there were lots of orphans who lost their parents in the midst of war. Since the situation was so grim, no one really had the luxury to worry about these kids. And then some grandma took these orphans under her wing and took care of them. The kids depended on her and got along with her well. The people didn't suspect anything from this grandma. Then one day, the grandma and the orphans suddenly disappeared. The refugees thought it was strange, but if they had previously agreed to keep a secret about it, it was time where such things happen. A short while after that, a woman came to the camp. She was the mother of one of the orphans. The woman went through so much to find the whereabouts of her child and finally was here to reunite them. When she heard of the disappearance of her child, she wailed with despair. The refugees, who felt a little guilty about not having done anything about the disappearance of the orphans, were finally moved into action by the woman's heart-wrenched cries. Led by a former hunter, a few refugees decided to help the woman in search for the missing orphans. Followed the trail of... What? How did they find a trail of the children? They followed the trail of the children up into the mountain.
I had a hunting dogs or something.
Poor kids. They're now prey.
Yes.
When they got halfway up, they found an old rundown hut. They were greeted by the rotten stench of corpses inside the hut and found the hut was full of small white bones, which seemed relatively fresh. It was said that they never found the old grandma. Young Jade couldn't figure out why he had suddenly remembered that ghost story. Feeling spooked, he kept his mouth shut. Maybe it was the old traditional dress that the grandma was wearing. The old lady.
Yeah?
Oh my god, that's not the word.
Old grandma?
The old grandma. Why is he calling her grandma? Okay, old lady makes so much more sense.
I know,
The old
right?
grandma. Yeah, right. The old grandma who was pressing on Jonji with her questions slowly revealed herself. Her face twisted and turned into the face of a demon's. From her dark and empty eye sockets, red light gleamed. She mumbled as she smacked her lips. So close. What a pity. The next thing he knew, he was waking up at his desk. He must have fallen asleep while sorting out the materials. Still, it seemed all too real to be just a dream. The paper in front of him was a warning from the material he was reading right before he fell asleep. Never answer her questions.
No, good. We never answer anybody's questions.
Let's look at that real quick.
Yeah, we don't have her story. Oh,
You know, that's locked.
hers.
Hers. Wait, let me find hers. Hers is that one's in the chairman's office safe.
Okay, and then I don't know that third one.
Boy kills girl is the third one. It's the laying down one.
Okay.
So we didn't get it when you touched her, and I don't know what happened to her. We might have to do the run through again.
Yeah, maybe. And baby,
That
still
one
don't.
is in the box for opinions in one of the rooms.
Okay.
Got her.
Yeah. That's
That
her starving
one is
one.
in the history room after we do the cranes.
Yep.
That one's in the music appreciation lockbox.
Got her.
That one is the one we skipped. The one that you can't select is incorrectly solved math problem and girl solves math problem.
Yeah.
Or the math ghost.
And there's her. That one. There's that one. There's that one.
I guess we had to
her.
do the mannequin thing twice.
Oh, well, we can
Show up as
probably
a
do
picture.
that again.
Yeah.
And
I'm just happy.
mermaid.
Yeah, I'm just happy we got that old lady one done.
Yeah.
So my thing won't the box down here won't disappear. We have what 17. I've seen 17 of them, and we have
13 of their stories.
13 of their stories.
Yeah.
Worth it?
Worth it. They're all freaking creepy looking too. Except for this one. Too nice looking. That one was creepy. But my favorite right here. Definitely. That's my favorite doodle.
4D. Some dude also got her name. Hello, dearie.
Hello, child.